One eternity later.
So, Bernardo's, yeah, they're probably one of the worst charities for pricing. They never used to be, I would say about 2-3 years ago, but yeah, these charity shops are getting smart with their prices, and I probably blame resellers, to be honest, more than, you know, game collectors, because the resellers, you know, they've obviously pretty much advertised on YouTube, you know, how much they're flipping for profit. So, am I against reselling? Not really, no. I've done it myself, but you know, because they've advertised it on YouTube, showing, oh, I've made £50 profit on eBay, they've kind of affected the market in terms of charity shop pickups. When you're buying it for your own collection or trading it into CEX to buy your own games, it's not so bad, but you know, it's the reseller's fault. I'm blaming them. Let me know what you guys think as well, because you know, 4 or 5 years ago when I first started doing this hobby, you know, I was getting games super cheap, and I still can't find bargains now and again. Some charity shops can slip up, but you know, it is getting harder. It is getting harder to find particular games, and you know, just finding that bargains that you used to get for a couple, like £1.50p. It's, you know, it's at the point now where charity shops are pricing even higher than what the games are actually selling at CEX, which is just nonsense to me. That's why I haven't really filmed in the car boot sales yet, because I love a car boot. I love finding a bargain in a car boot, but some resellers can be like flies in pig shit. You know, as soon as somebody brings out video games, everyone comes over, they push you out the way, and it can be a bit annoying with that. But yeah, I still like a car boot sale. I might start filming going to the car boot at some point, but when that is a different story. So I once had a job interview at this place, Macintosh Donald. It's like butcher meat and stuff, and honestly, see, when you go for an interview, it's like going in a prison. It's so intimidating. It's probably the worst ever job interview I've had in my life. So yeah, do not work there. If you do, though, fair play to you, but you know, a job's a job at the end of the day. But for me, you know, it's like going through security gates in a prison. It wasn't enjoyable. So in the next few weeks, I should be hopefully travelling again properly. And when I say properly, I mean like outside Aberdeenshire. So we might go, well, I've got a few ideas where to go. So again, it's a wait and see kind of thing. I'm quite spontaneous, so when I decide to go somewhere, it's normally on the day I decide, right, okay, I'm going to wherever it is. So yeah, hopefully the next couple of videos, probably not the next one, but the ones after that, we should be on the road again, I would think. Which is always fun. To me, I enjoy being on the road. I think it's the best content I make is being on the road. So, yeah, hopefully we're on the road in the next couple of videos. So this one at Asda, and is it just me, or is it Asda pizza is better than like Domino's? I think it is, but I will say Tesco's meal deal sandwiches are way better.
A few moments later.
Welcome to Stonehaven, a little small seaside town in Aberdeenshire. There's a couple of charity shops, not a lot. I have had a couple of pickups in the past, so you never know. But yeah, it's a good place to come in the summer. It's probably up there with Balmeedy, Newbra. It has a little beach and it's got the harbour. It's good to get ice cream and all that kind of stuff. It is a bit cloudy-ish, but it's still hot enough to be wearing a jumper, not a jacket. So hopefully we can find some stuff in this charity shops, but I'm not expecting anything. So yeah, as expected, not much in the charity shops. There was a PES 2017, you do get I think £4 voucher. They were charging £2 each for a game, which is pretty decent, but they don't take card payment, and to be honest, I don't want to take out a tenner just to spend £2. The Lego for the Wii Lord of the Rings, that was £2, which is the what you get for trading. At CEX for cash, I think £3 voucher. So again, I'm not going to spend £2 just to make an extra £1. I'll just leave it for someone else, like a kid or something that, you know, might want to play the Lego games. So Stonehaven's got a few attractions. They've got the Toll Booth Museum, and they've also got Donata Castle as well, which is a popular tourist destination, especially with foreigners. A lot of, you know, tourists visit Donata Castle. But yeah, traditionally this is a fishing village as well. Most Aberdeenshire coastal villages are fishing villages. I don't know where the water's gone. It must have to wait for the tide to come in for the fishing boats. But yeah, this is the harbour. And there's no water at all, so I'm guessing they wait for the tide to come in and then it fills back up with water. That's my guess. When it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm not exactly that knowledgeable. Yeah. Welcome back to the Man Cave, and I think I'm going to need a sip of coffee for the debate we're going to go into. I needed that. Charity shops, are they dead in 2024? No, they're definitely not. But is it a lot harder to find really good bargains in charity shops? Yes. So, you've seen in the video so far, I've went into a bit of my thoughts on resellers. Am I completely against resellers? Absolutely not. But has it affected the market of finding video games in charity shops for really good prices? Absolutely. The charity shops are getting smarter. In particular, Bernardo's, British Heart Foundation and Cancer Research. But sometimes you do catch them slipping. Like this game, Sonic Unleashed. It is the only video game that I've actually managed to pick up this week from a charity shop. I got this for £2. CEX sell this game for, I think, £12, and they give you a decent credit. But I haven't got this game, so it's going into the collection. So what inspired me to talk about this debate was I posted a TikTok video saying that charity shops are not dead, and you know, it was pretty positive. I did get a few replies though from fellow content creators that were saying that, you know, they just find FIFAs all the time in their local charity shops, and you know, the games are too expensive. And yeah, I see that quite a lot. I'm probably lucky that over the years I've managed to find some pretty good bargains, but I know it is a problem in the UK, and I know it's probably a bigger problem in America with the thrift stores and all that. You see Phoenix Resale in particular, pretty much the catalyst of being blamed for the way the American video game market is, essentially, because of him doing videos, getting like 1 million views of flipping video games and selling it on Amazon. So when I used to resell, I used to do it on Amazon. So I was an Amazon reseller, but I did books. So I used to go to charity shops, scan the books, you know, and you'd pick them up for 50p each, and you'd flip them on Amazon. That is still quite actually profitable, but not a lot of people know about it. But when it comes to the video games, I've noticed over the years it has become a lot harder. It's not impossible, but you know, the justification of the replies on my TikTok from fellow content creators is actually true. I do see, you know, it's FIFAs a lot, but there is some profitable FIFAs, and I did explain that. But it is getting so much harder to find, games for £1 each and stuff. But you still get good bargains, like that game, Sonic Unleashed. It is getting more difficult. But one thing I do is I always ask at the counter, do you have any video games in the back? And a few replies I got was, well, yeah, they tend to find a lot of these charity shop managers or staff are bringing out their phones and checking the eBay prices, which luckily that's rarely happened to me. It has happened before, but as soon as they say that, I'll say, right, it's okay, I'm not interested anymore, and I kind of go. And then I sort of manage to kind of negotiate a price, because to me it's a charity shop. For them to put the prices up to what they think it's worth is absolutely fine. So they decide a FIFA's worth £10. That's that prerogative. I think that's how you pronounce that word. It's up to them. So you don't have to buy it for £10, especially if it's FIFA 7 for like the PlayStation 2 or something. It's up to them what the prices are. But it does put you off a bit sometimes, and it is getting harder to find stuff. So as I said, I've only got the one game, but I'm happy to have the one game. Sometimes I've been guilty of buying too much games, and as OG Duffy says, too many games, not enough time. And that's exactly right to me. I think it's just not enough time for the collection I've got in particular. I'll admit I probably haven't played about 75% of my collection, and any collectors saying they have, you must have quite a bit of time to yourselves. So, I think everyone's got their backlogs, which is it's always good to have a backlog. So, is the charity shops dead? No, but it is frustrating in some senses. Another reason why I think charity shops is not dead is because over the years I've built up some really good relationships with some of the managers. One of the managers that I built a relationship with is no longer there, but he gave me some outstanding deals. He sold me this PSP, right? I'm just going to show you. He sold me this for 10 quid, and I've tested it and it works absolutely fine. The only problem with this PSP was this trigger. It's an easy fix. I'm yet to fix it, but it's an easy fix. Another deal he gave me was, and again, it's a little beaten up, but again, 10 quid. He sold me this PlayStation 1, and I tested it. It works absolutely fine, and that was just with going to the shop on a regular basis, chatting to the former manager, and I still keep in contact with him. I'm not going to name his name, but yeah, we built up that relationship where he would deliberately leave things back for me, and he would put in an order for a pallet of eBay returns, for example, and then he would sell it to me for a pretty good price. So charity shops are not dead, and they're still not dead in 2024. As I say, that particular shop that I go to, because he left, he put in a good word for me, and the new manager still keeps video games back for me. So I always say, with video games in charity shops, it's like winning the lottery. Sometimes they just don't have the stock as well. So like the charity shop managers that keep an eye out for me haven't had donations in months. So it sometimes is just a case of they don't have the stock sometimes. But I love charity shops. Will I ever stop charity shop hunting? No, no chance. This is more a charity shop channel than a CEX kind of channel, because I just love the hunt of it. I would rather find a game in a charity shop for £1 than spend £25 in CEX. However, I still do like shopping at CEX sometimes, and that is a topic for a completely different video, because we'll be here for probably about 6 to 10 hours. So we'll get down to the rest of my pickups quickly. I picked up this Blu-ray. It's called Shark Water. I have no clue about this movie at all, and if it's anything like, I don't know, I can't remember the movie. I think it was called Shark Tank. It was a bunch of Australians and there was a tsunami, and basically a bunch of sharks invaded a supermarket. If it's anything like that, then you know I'm in for a treat. I picked up this game from Katamari. It was £11.99, I think. It just looks a good bit of fun. I've seen, you know, videos of the PlayStation 2 version back in 2006, so I picked this up from Game, and these games were from the 50% sale. I did trade in 2 games, which was Hot Shot Racing and Man-Eater for the PlayStation 4, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I picked up for, what, £6.50? It's the Star Wars collection, Republic Commando and Star Wars Racer. I've yet to play this games, but you know I will give this a go. So far, what, £6.50? Absolute bargain. Zombie Army for the PlayStation 4. I want this game for the Switch. I've become a bit addicted to Sniper Elite, and this is the makers of Sniper Elite, so I am going to be playing this game quite a bit. I might save it for the Switch though, but I'm going to give this a quick go on the PlayStation 4. I think this is the same creators of Surviving Mars and City Skylines, and City Skylines is one of my favourite games of all time, really. Although City Skylines 2 is meant to be very, very disappointing and buggy. But yeah, it's called Surviving the Aftermath, so I'll probably give this a quick go. But it does look decent. A lot of people don't like strategy games or city builders, but I quite enjoy this genre of games. So again, I'm going to give it a go. And for what, £2.50 I think I spent this game. You know, it's a bargain. And the last game, so I traded in Man-Eater for the PlayStation 4 and Hot Shot Racing for the PlayStation 4 because I already own them games. And I picked up Man-Eater for the Switch. So in a sense I've maybe downgraded, but I've got this game on the PlayStation 5, so that's my reasons for trading in the PlayStation 4 version. I just want to give it a go on the Switch. I'm hoping there's an update so the graphics are better. I'm on a bit of a Switch kick at the moment, so yeah, for £18, it is quite expensive, but you know, I just want to give this game a go on the Switch. I've already played a lot of this game, and it is good fun. It can be a bit repetitive, but my cat, she absolutely loves watching me play this game, so that was another reason why I picked up Man-Eater. Speaking of the cats, that's my finished cat sitting. If you didn't see last week's video, please check it out. I had a lot of fun filming my cats. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. You know, it's been a bit of not a rant on charity shops or a rant on resellers, but I'm just giving a little bit of my thoughts, and I want to know your guys' thoughts as well on this particular topic, because it can be a bit controversial, maybe is the right word. But yeah, hopefully in the next couple of videos we'll be back out on the buses, we'll be, you know, filming out in the Scottish countryside, going to maybe even as far up north as Inverness, maybe as far south as Edinburgh. I'm not 100% sure yet, we'll need to wait and see. But I love charity shops. Charity shops are amazing. You know, yes, it's getting a lot more difficult, but I wouldn't be put off going out charity shop hunting. It's always fun finding that bargain, and when you do find that bargain, you know, just excitement. It's like Christmas, you know, just finding a game that might be worth 50 quid and you find it for £1. There's not a better feeling. So anyway guys, let me know what you think, and take care. Make sure you subscribe if you really enjoyed this content. I know this is a bit different, but I'm hoping to get back to my usual routine. And yeah, have a great week. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Ciao.